Welcome back to Let's Play Hard Nova. When we left off, we just picked up Ace Darcator. So down here is the Robo Maze, but I'm not going to go there just yet. I'm going to come back. Oh, by the way, there is an item that everyone has called Issue AML, and the AML stands for Automated Medical Lining, and that is what heals you during the game after you get damage. Now it goes at a pretty slow rate, but you can increase that by getting extended and then finally rush AML, and we're going to be getting that pretty soon. So let's go to the hover ship, and this is piloting your hover ship on a planet. And there's really not much to this. So if you press escape, now you're orbiting the planet, and you can choose where you want your ship dropped to. But me, I want to go back into space. Okay, and that planet right there is Mastassini. And I'll pull it up in case you want to read about Mastassini. You can pause the video. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to configure my crew. Since I just picked up Ace, she was in the recruit spot. And now that I went back to the ship, she's not going to be in the ground squad anymore. So I'm going to press T to pull up her profile. And then I'm going to assign her to the centers. So now Janai is no longer on the ground squad. And let's look at her abilities. Notice she has 6 in Star Gunner, so I'm going to make her the gunner. Press U to make her the gunner. And when you shoot ships in space, you get experience based on how much damage you do. And everyone who's assigned a position on the ship, and you can see that by pressing F4, who's assigned to what. So basically Stark, Ace, and Janai are going to receive experience. So let's say you do 2 or 3 points of damage per shot. You're going to get that much experience go towards all your people who you've assigned. Now, when you're on the ground squad, the person doing the damage is the person who gets the experience. So let's say Stark shoots somebody, does 10 points of damage. He's going to get 10 experience points, but the other 2 people in the squad won't for some reason. So space battles are the best way to level up your characters. And as you can see over in this little screen on the right, that is your long-range scanner. And you see large blue squares, and that indicates planets. You see a large white square, and that's a sun, and then the large purple square is a Stargate to go to another solar system. See, that's a sun. You can't do anything with that. The smaller dots are individual ships. So the light blue dots are other mercenary ships. Like, that's a Starkiller ship. And somebody just shot a missile at me. But this planet right here is called Holbrook. And we're going to go to this planet. Press A. And you bring up Holbrook, and if you want to read about it, you could just pause the video. But you see a red dot, that means there's a beacon there, so you could just easily go there. and you just align your ship with the arrow, and once it hits an arrow, your ship will automatically stop. And while you're flying around on the planet, your fuel will decrease, and the higher level your ship is, the faster it'll decrease. The lower your ship is to the ground, the lower rate your fuel will decrease. And you can take only so much damage before you're destroyed, but if you're destroyed, it really doesn't matter, because you'll just go back to your main ship and you'll just have another hover ship. That's my experience. And here's that music again. And this thing looks like a stingray. It's called a Darcator. And I'll pull up the information on Darcators should you want to read about it. Let's see. So basically their special thing is stealth. So let's talk to this guy. His name is Leod. It's your friend Leod. I haven't seen you since before your accident. You know, the odds of a rock hitting your ship are astronomical. One might think you're lying. You can't tell if he's joking. One might suspect that, but one would be dead wrong, and I do mean dead. Don't get pink in the face. I didn't say you were lying, just that one might think you were. Yeah, well, watch it. I know Darcators are used to being obnoxious to each other, but humans aren't like that. Well, yeah, they are. It's a genetic weakness on your part. Your nervous system is too close to your digestive tract. In Darcator physiology, please spare me the details. I'll worry about it next time I'm on Tickor. Suit yourself. Have you seen Kendall yet? No, I thought I'd stop by and say hello on my way in. I'd get in there if I were you. Kendall wouldn't call you on an open channel if it wasn't important. Talk to me later. And you can recruit him a little bit later in the game. He's a pretty good gunner. Okay, here's the boss of the Starkillers. This is Gerard Kendall. So he's going to give us our first mission. How's the R&R going, Stark? Got a new crew yet? Ah, to hell with all that crap. How's that very expensive new ship I gave you? After I tear out the rec room and turn it into an armory, I carve my name into the dash to really make it mine. I don't want to hear about it. You think he's being playful in an abusive sort of way, but you're never sure with Kendall. So, did you call me here to shoot the bull? Never have yet. I've got a job for you. It's not a tough one. I thought I'd bring you back up to speed slowly. So, what is it? A Siberian water tanker's been hijacked. The ship was empty in space dock, so there aren't any hostages. And we haven't heard any demands. I think they just want the ship. So it's a board and burn mission then. Except we'd all appreciate it if you just dispatch the hijackers without blowing any holes in the hull. Right, Kendall. I'll treat the ship like my own. Swell. Just do the best you can. We don't know exactly where it is, but it left Siberian and we think it's on its way to the Stargate. Is there anything else? That's it. Oh, don't forget to bring back something to prove you succeeded. The execs are starting to crack down, but don't rip out any gauges or levers or anything. Got it, and thanks for the new ship. It's working out great. You've done good for us, Stark. It was our turn. Now get out there and clean off that ship. Just let it float when you're done. Some Siberians will go get it later. Alright, so we just gotta find a Siberian water tanker. Who's this down here? I am Janai, a communications technician. Kendall said I might receive an assignment here. I could use a good comm tech. Want to join up with me? Sorry, Kendall has informed me already he has a certain crew in mind. I'm waiting for his call. Maybe next time. It's just as well. You probably can't handle my kind of work, or else Kendall would have assigned you to me. If it pleases you to think so, but it is more likely that there are better mercs out there than you. No, not likely. And here's the store. Looks like we're getting up on 10 minutes time already, so I'm going to end the video and then we'll go check out the store. Maybe pick up a couple weapons. So I'll see you next time. And have a good day.